Alrighty, GSPRO fans, we have Forest Heights Country Club. I figured there'd be a lot of trees. Not the most trees I've seen on a course, but as you can see from this opening shot, quite a few. Now, what I will tell you about this is I had a hard time with the lighting. Don't know if that's because there's like a trillion shadows or what, but you'll see me mess with the lighting 3 or 4 times just to try and get it so I can see on the projector. A decent drive to start off, actually. If you've been seeing the recent videos, I've been trying to find a missing like 10 miles an hour of ball speed with my drives, and that one was straight, but not exactly the farthest. Chipping into the gimme circle safely for an opening par. And we're off to hole number 2, which has quite a bit of trees also. That shot shape I really like, but 4,200 spin is not okay. Gotta get that down somehow. 180 remaining. Not very good there either. Definitely doing something different mechanics-wise. I'm editing this a few days later, obviously, but there are some hopes on the horizon. Good little punch 8-iron there that goes to the circle for another par. You can see the days getting later, and then the shadows start to creep in, and I believe the next hole is when it almost becomes unplayable, and I have to like switch the time of year. If you've played this course, let me know how it turned out for you, if that's just me or whatever. Almost making the little chip back on the green there, but another par. And a 362-yard par for 4th. Still even. Yeah, there's things about that swing I like. And I just don't know how it's guessing that it's 4,600 spin, because it's +4 attack angle and 18-degree launch. Like, that seems pretty good for spin rate. Bad approach shot here on 4 as well, so we've basically chipped onto the green trying to save par every single hole so far, and the 4th is no different. Another par. Headed over to the 5th 300-yard par 4. Kind of a dogleg left around this first tree. I am not a drawer of the ball. That's kind of what happens when I try to do it. Just a complete shut face. And then watch this next shot. It actually looked like it was left of the tree, but it wasn't. So really falling behind here on 5. This is for a par. And that's going to be a tap-in bogey. So the approach shots are really on point. I got to give myself some credit there. 107 down the hill. We're getting like blasted with color here. It's on line. And it is perfect distance. Literally stopping next to the hole. So a shot that should get the confidence going a little bit. Let's see. Par 5, 502. This is going to hold the fairway as well. Just holds the fairway there. 270 in, so definitely a layup. And that looked like a swipey 4-iron or something, and that sits down in the rough. Not a very good shot in the This is going to be a swipey. God, what's going on? So, something I did just now think about as I'm watching the edit is it's possible that the golf balls themselves are getting old, and I'm just not getting, like a brand new tennis ball, it's got pop. I hit these so much, and they're in pretty extreme conditions in the garage, and some of the Srixon balls I had just split in half one day, and so I think eventually the ball speed does go down. That looks kind of slow though, and 133 but with 4,300 backspin is crazy, and I'm only carrying it like 215, so 130 in. Looked like a good shot shape. Literally 1 inch away from a birdie. Remaining at +1 in that case. 490 here. And that might be the best drive of the day. Still 4,200 spin, which just doesn't seem right. Look at the launch conditions. +3 attack angle to 16 degrees. That should not come out at 4,100. Just a layup, and I end up just completely slicing it. $93 yards left, and that comes up short. Little deceleration there, trying to keep it in the circle, and it does stay. Thank goodness. Get a par here. And we're moving over to the 10th, and here's where I'm like, what happened? So I guess we're into the sun, and I really struggle to fix this. I'm not very good at the lighting stuff. I don't actually do it. And so I was like, change the day, maybe some more sun. Whoa, and I end up getting it into like an afternoon sunset, but at least I can see. And so I play this hole. So the 10th hole here is 382, and there we get 135 ball, but almost hit it into the water. 144 remaining, and I'm not sure what that swing was. It comes up short as well. Looks like the iron swings just aren't quite right. I don't know what to see. So again, here's me not quite understanding the way to change how it looks. So I just play in the dark. And of course screw up. And so then I blame it on the lighting. And now I'm going to go fix it. And the thing that ended up fixing it is changing the day of the year. Yeah. Switching it to a day where we have longer sun or whatever. So the never-ending 10th hole does come to an end with a bogey. We're at +2 going to 11. Forest Heights, I would definitely say, tests your ability to just hit nice straight drives. That one looked a little faster, and it got 139 ball, but it was a little pulled. Now trying to find 185 and just a little fluffy hit out of the rough, didn't go anywhere. I believe GSPRO will take more speed off in the rough the more lower the attack angle is. So trying to do a bump and run right up the front there, and it comes up a little short. And we are off to a par 5 at +3 now on the 12th. The club head looks like it's going through the zone. Like, look at this. +3.4 attack angle with 14.8 degree launch and it thinks it's 4,300 spin. That just does not seem right. Those last two swings did look pretty good though. Here we go, hitting a 100-yard shot into a par 5 just as planned. Left the face open, trying to drop it in there, and it's just a little short, darn it. .178 into the sun. That's not going anywhere either. Not hitting the ball very square. I do remember playing this round and getting quite a few like off the toe and just not really squaring it up. This one stays in the circle, luckily, for a par. And we're moving on to 14, which is a 388-yard par 4. 138 on the ball speed there. Again, attack angle +4. I think that's really good for driver. And the launch angle is not crazy. It's in the teens. I just think that should be lower spin. I do have an opportunity, I think, to go hit in a TrackMan coming up. And if I do that, I'm going to record all my stats. And then we can compare my garage setup and the Garmin, and then some of those actual reads of spin with the TrackMan. Moving on to 15, 177 yarder. Everything about that looked pretty good, except it's going to be a little short. Get fringe boosted. Go. Oh, it comes up a little short. That's two birdies that were just out of reach. 357 yard par 4. That looked like kind of an easy swing, and it is headed towards the bunker. Not ideal. 147 remaining. No right hand kick at all, and in fact that's going to roll back off the green onto the fringe. So a good shot from the bunker, kind of wasted. Big long backswing, trying to get the Garmin to start reading my shot there, and able to kind of flick it for par. Still at +3, going to 17 now. Trying to cover that ball, and I got 139 ball speed out of it. So you saw my head and shoulders kind of stay on top. I might have to do a little more of that to get that ball speed back. 165 remaining. Look like a smoothie little 6-iron, and it's not going to get there. So again, with the short, I'm going to have to look into this. I'm going to play again and, obviously make sure it's just not what I was doing on the day, and I certainly don't have a perfect swing. That was a perfect bounce, though. Perfect bounce in for the birdie, and all of a sudden at +2 going to 18. One more good drive. Can I do it? Yes, sir. Really good shot shape there. That's what I like to play. It's like a medium to high. I didn't even make it to the girls' tees. That's pretty sad. 279 remaining. Hitting a nice, wanted to probably get a little more out of it than 150, but 132 remaining is a good club for me. Should be an 8-iron. I'm not happy with it. It's going to be short as well. So another toe, maybe? Maybe I was hitting a bunch of toe shots today. Still managed to get around the course pretty good, and I got to give my chipping a lot of credit. Again, right there with the chip save. Another par, +2, Forest Heights, GSPRO, D-Lud Hobbies, like, subscribe, everything else. 2 birdies on the card, a 37 and a 37. Two good nines.